My name is Lucy May Walker. I am a musician, and that comes in all kind of forms of doing paid gigs, weddings. I do a lot of busking. I'm also a singer-songwriter and write and release my own music as well. I have lived in London for 7 years, I think. Yeah, and before that I lived in Birmingham, which is like 2 hours away. I moved to London and then I entered a busking competition, and I didn't get anywhere in the competition, but it kind of inspired me to start busking. So once I did that, I went out and bought all the busking stuff, my amp, microphone, and I started first at Borough Market, which is just down the road, and I've been busking now for probably, I guess, 6 years. I've always been a performer. I used to do singing, dancing and acting, and then after uni I kind of just decided that I just wanted to be a musician. So yeah, it's in my bones. I've always wanted to perform. I don't have another job, but it took a while to get to this point. So I used to work in a coffee shop and I started busking on the side, so like 1 day a week, and then it turned into 2 days a week, and I'd reduce my hours at the coffee shop, and then eventually I worked out that actually I can make enough money to quit the coffee shop job, which I did I think 4 years ago or something. My income comes from lots of different things: busking, paid cover gigs in pubs, restaurants, weddings, but you definitely can make a living from busking, but you have to busk a lot to be able to make a living, and it's not, no busker is rich, let's just say that. I never have days when I want to quit music, but busking sometimes can be like I have really good days busking, and I have very bad days busking where no one really notices me. I might not make so much money, and I'm just like, what am I doing this for? I think the biggest struggle is dealing with drunk people, because I feel like buskers attract those kinds of people, and it's kind of knowing how to handle yourself, and I don't always get that right. Sometimes I'm too nice, but if anyone crosses the line, I can be very stern. I think my favourite part of being a busker is making like connections with just people walking past you, especially in London. Not a lot of people like look at each other and smile. You just kind of like heads down. So I think it's a beautiful thing when you're busking and people like look at you and they smile, and you have these like tiny little exchanges with strangers. My end goal is to be making a living from my own original songs, rather than having to do covers and busking and cover gigs. So yeah, I guess my end goal is to just do my own stuff, and be a global pop star.